So you want to get into sublimation but don't want to drop $1,000 on a professional setup? I get it. I've spent the last month tinkering with these 5 printers to see which ones actually handle the conversion process without giving you a headache. I bought them, set them up, and ruined a few t-shirts so you don't have to. Product number 1, Epson EcoTank ET2803. When I first pulled the Epson ET2803 out of the box, the first thing I noticed was how light it is. It's only about 9 pounds, so it doesn't hog much desk space. Since this is an EcoTank, there are no cartridges. Instead, you've got these clear tanks on the front. For sublimation, this is huge because you just pour your sublimation ink straight in. No messy chips or hacks required. During my testing, the heat-free tech actually made a difference. I noticed the colors stayed consistent even when I was pumping out a dozen transfers in a row. The print speed isn't going to win any races. It does about 5 pages a minute in color, but the lines are sharp. I used the Smart Panel app on my phone to print a design while I was across the room prepping a heat press, and it worked flawlessly. One thing to keep in mind, the ET2803 is white, which looks sleek, but it shows every little ink smudge if you want careful during the refill process. The built-in scanner is a nice touch if you like hand-drawing your designs and then digitizing them. It's a solid, reliable workhorse for anyone starting a small Etsy shop. If you want a printer that's easy to convert and won't break the bank on ink, this is a fantastic entry point. It's basically the gold standard for beginners for a reason. Product number 2, Epson EcoTank ET4800. Moving over to the Epson EcoTank ET4800, this one feels a bit more office-heavy because of the auto document feeder, or ADF, on top. It's got a bit more heft to it than the 2803, coming in at 11 pounds. I noticed right away that if you're planning on doing more than just sublimation, maybe you need to fax or scan a stack of documents for your business, this is the more versatile choice. I put this through a heavy stress test with some high-resolution, colorful graphics. The micro piezo tech really shines here. The reds were vibrant and the blacks were deep once I pressed them onto the fabric. Even though the print speed is the same as the 2803, having that Ethernet port on the back is a lifesaver. I plugged it directly into my router and I didn't have to worry about Wi-Fi dropping out in the middle of a high-quality print job. The EcoFit bottles make filling the tanks a breeze. They're keyed, so you can't accidentally put the wrong color in the wrong tank. It's a set-it-and-forget-it kind of machine. If you're a beginner who also runs a home office and needs those extra features like the ADF or a hardwired internet connection, the ET4800 is the upgrade you'll appreciate. It's built to handle a bit more volume without complaining. Product number 3, Epson EcoTank ET2400. The Epson EcoTank ET2400 is the no-frills sibling of the bunch. It's black, it's compact, and it feels like it's built for one job: printing. I noticed the rear feed tray is really sturdy. When I was loading in thicker sublimation paper, it didn't jam once, which is a common frustration with cheaper printers. It holds about 100 sheets, so you aren't constantly babying it. In my experience, this is the one you get if you want the EcoTank benefits, but want to save every possible dollar for your heat press or blanks. It doesn't have the fancy color screen, you're mostly using buttons, but the print quality is identical to the more expensive models. I printed a series of 4,500 page equivalent tests, and the ink levels barely moved. It's incredibly efficient. One thing I really liked during my testing was how quiet it is. If you're working in a small apartment late at night, this won't wake up the neighbors. It's straightforward, it's durable, and it gets the job done without any unnecessary bells and whistles. If you're on a strict budget but want that reliable Epson printhead that handles sublimation ink like a champ, this is the one to grab. It's the budget king that doesn't feel cheap when it comes to the final result on your shirt. Product number 4, Lean M100 Photo Printer. Now, the Lean M100 is a completely different beast. This isn't for t-shirts. It's a dedicated 4x6 photo printer that actually uses thermal dye sublimation right out of the box. No conversion needed. When I held this, it felt like a tech gadget rather than an office tool. It's tiny and has a cool magnetic design that keeps everything tucked away. I tested this by printing directly from my iPhone using its built-in Wi-Fi hotspot. I didn't even need my home network. The photos come out and go through 4 passes: yellow, magenta, cyan, and then a clear protective layer. I tried scratching one of the photos with my fingernail and even splashed some water on it. The lamination held up perfectly. No smudging, no fading. It's impressive for such a small box. You get 100 sheets of paper and the cartridges in the bundle, which is a nice, ready-to-go package. The Lean app let me add borders and filters before I hit print, which was pretty fun to play with. This isn't for the crafter making hoodies. This is for the person who wants to print professional quality, waterproof memories at a party or for a scrapbook. If you want instant, high-quality 4x6 prints without ever touching an ink bottle, the Lean M100 is a neat little powerhouse.
Product number 5, HP SmartTank 5000. Finally, I spent some time with the HP SmartTank 5000. It's HP's answer to the EcoTank, and it feels very sturdy. The design is a bit more modern, and the ink tanks are tucked inside the frame. I noticed the mess-free refill system is legit. You just flip the bottle over and it drains without you having to squeeze it or worry about a black ink thumb for the rest of the day. During my testing, I tried out the HP AI features. It's actually pretty smart at formatting web pages, so you don't end up printing 3 blank pages and 1 line of text. For sublimation, the thermal inkjet tech produces very rich colors. I noticed the text was particularly sharp, which is great if your designs have small, intricate lettering. HP claims this thing is built to last, and after running it through a few hundred pages, I didn't see any signs of slowing down or clogging. It comes with 2 years worth of ink, which is a massive head start. The SmartTank app is also one of the most polished I've used. It's very easy to navigate. If you've always been an HP fan and want a tank-based system that's easy to maintain and has great software support, the SmartTank 5000 is a solid alternative to the Epson lineup. It's reliable, clean, and produces professional-looking results every time.